Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is Thursday. It is April 20th, and there's definitely a buzz in the air this morning. It is the first day of Fiesta 2023.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we're all looking forward to how the weather is going to be this evening for Fiesta.
That is the big question. It's always a big deal when the big boss comes downstairs and asks us how the weather's going to be for the big party tonight, Justin Horn.
Yeah, we don't want to rain on anyone's parade.
No.
We don't. There is a chance for storms, though. We have to let you know that. It's not saying that everything's going to be canceled or anything like that, but just to let you know that we could have some rain on the radar. There could be some storms, too. So let's first start with the radar, and I'll show you what's going on right now. We have some showers down around Cuero, near Kennedy. These are small. These are light. Not a problem. We haven't seen much here around San Antonio other than a little bit of drizzle. It is cloudy right now and very, very humid. So as we look outside, you see the cloud cover, maybe a little bit of sun shining through there. Here's what to plan for today. Scattered showers and storms this afternoon. There's about a 40% chance. Could there be severe weather? The answer to that is yes. So, again, the main time frame will be late this afternoon and going into this evening and even into tonight. There is a risk of storms through about midnight. The main threat with any of the stronger storms would be hail, and that's something we'll be watching very closely for you tonight. Right now, 74 degrees, cloudy. Dew point is at 70, so there's a ton of humidity in the air with south-southeasterly winds at 9. And here's the risk for severe weather today, geographically, from the Storm Prediction Center, where you see that darker pink color. That's where we could expect some scattered showers and storms that could be strong to severe. The risk on a scale of 1 to 5 is about a 2. And that does include San Antonio. As you go further south and west, it is more isolated, but there still is a risk there. So your KSAT 12-hour forecast, noontime 79, mostly cloudy, isolated storm. We start to ramp the rain chances up by 2, 3 o'clock, 40%. And by this afternoon, 40% chance of some scattered thunderstorms, and temperatures top out at around 84. That goes for this evening as well. Of course, we've got Fiesta going on, and that's something, again, we'll be watching very, very closely for you. And make sure you have that KSAT weather app handy. We'll send you alerts if we need to. Hopefully we won't. Let's check in with RJ now and see how things are on the road. It's not too wet out there.
No, things not looking too bad. And of course, a lot of people are going to be checking the weather, taking you outside of TransGuide. Traffic looking pretty good. Actually, 98 couples. There was an accident there. That's been cleared out. And again, traffic looking pretty good throughout the rest of the city of San Antonio as people make their way out on your Thursday morning. Biggest thing we've been following over the past couple of hours is this 18-wheeler crash. And this is on the far east side on the westbound frontage road at FM 1518. So we know it involved an 18-wheeler, and Katrina Weber is actually at the scene for us this morning. And Katrina, how are things looking out there? What's been the progress of this cleanup effort out there?
Well, good morning, RJ. Right now, traffic is really the biggest issue out here. This is probably an area to avoid, not because of any danger, but because of this traffic you see backing up here on the access road. But take a look. This is what I wanted to show you is that tanker. That is the tanker that has been causing the issues here this morning. That is actually on the I-10 access road, and it has run up on, you can see that barrier, that concrete barrier. According to firefighters, it looks like that truck driver took the turn too fast, ended up with the back half of his 18-wheeler on that wall. Well, right where it landed, that is where the valve is to let out the contents of that tanker. And we did see a small leak earlier, but they say right now there is actively nothing leaking out of there. It hit that valve, knocking it out of place, but there's a safety mechanism, a safety valve that kicked in and stopped anything else from leaking out. No one injured, but of course this is causing a big traffic headache. Now inside that tanker, firefighters say they were treating this as a hazardous material spill initially, but they determined that this is a watered down liquid sulfur that's inside there, and they say the company has told them there is no danger, no hazard as a result of this tiny spill that they had here. But it is a big job and a big problem for drivers. They say that this access road will be shut down for some time because they have to unload all the contents from that tanker and then move the truck. So that's going to take a while. And they say if you can, please avoid the area. Again, this is 1518 near I-10. That's where the issues are and where we've seen very heavy traffic here. So good, if you can find another way around, that would be a good idea. Reporting live in East Bexar County, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News. Back to you, RJ.
All right, thanks, Katrina. And obviously something that we will continue to follow out there as crews try and clean out that scene there, eastbound, the far east side there, I-10 at the 1518 exit. And don't want to let you guys go before we start talking about our road closures here for Fiesta. Of course, we're hoping that that weather cooperates with us. So just want to let you know, downtown is going to be very busy throughout basically all of Fiesta. It always kind of is. But the closures here, we're going to have Travis Street, basically to Pecan. All three sorts of sides here are going to be closed out. So Navarro Street from Pecan down to Travis, that's going to be closed. We're also going to have Travis going all the way up there to Jefferson, all the way up to Martin. That's going to be closed. And then Pecan right there from Navarro all the way to my arrows here at Broadway Street, that's going to be closed as well. So these closures taking place through tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And again, it's going to be very busy in that area. Hopefully everyone stays safe out there. Happy first day of Fiesta, everyone. But again, stay safe and watch out for these road closures. Mark and Alyssa, back to you.
RJ, thank you. Viva Fiesta.
Oh, yes. Here's today's top stories for today's 9 at 9. A Texas cheerleader remains seriously injured after being shot, but is said to be doing well. Police say Peyton Washington was shot after her friend accidentally went into the wrong car in an HEB parking lot in Elgin, east of Austin. The man in that car went up to Washington and her friend afterwards and started shooting at them. He is now in custody and could be facing up to 20 years in prison.
There are new allegations that the investigation into President Biden's son is being mishandled. The claims are from an IRS supervisor who is now coming forward to Congress. He's trying to get whistleblower protections so he can openly share his information in the proper legal way. Federal prosecutors have been investigating Hunter Biden since at least 2018, but no charges have been filed. Hunter has denied any wrongdoing.
The Supreme Court has temporarily extended access to an abortion drug, but only by a matter of days. The justices now have until 11:59 p.m. Friday to make a decision on a ruling that moved to suspend the FDA's approval of the abortion drug mifepristone.
The Boy Scouts of America will start paying out the $2.4 billion settlement to sexual abuse survivors. A court set up a victims' compensation trust, and that trust will issue payments to more than 82,000 survivors. The president and CEO of the organization says he hopes it will bring some measure of peace to the survivors.
The CDC updated its recommendations on the COVID-19 vaccines, allowing another dose of the bivalent booster for people who are 65 and older or have weakened immune systems. Health officials now recommend the updated vaccines for everyone 6 and older, even if they do not finish the 2-dose series of the original shots. People who are 6 and older who have already gotten a dose of the updated vaccine do not need more shots.
Wall Street watchers have plenty of new information to digest today. Numerous economic indicators are being released, including weekly jobless claims and mortgage rates. The latest jobless claims report shows unemployment benefits increased moderately last week, suggesting that the labor market was gradually slowing.
President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy remains at odds over the nation's debt ceiling. During a speech in Maryland yesterday, Biden said the U.S. defaulting on the national debt would be a big mistake. If McCarthy's bill passes in the House, it is unlikely to survive in the Democratic-led Senate. The Congressional Budget Office says if the debt ceiling isn't raised, the federal government may default on the nation's debts sometime between July and September.
If you've used Facebook over the past 16 years, you may qualify for a payment from a class action lawsuit. The money comes from a class action suit over third parties using Facebook users' private info without their consent. Meta has denied any wrongdoing, but agreed to the settlement to avoid the costs and risks of continuing the case.
Fiesta 2023 officially kicks off today. There's a party happening every day through the 30th. You can find a full list of events on KSAT.com, as well as parking information and how you can watch the big parades happening right from your home or on the go. And that's today's 9 at 9. Viva Fiesta!
The party kicks off today with Fiesta out at Travis Park, not far from KSAT. It's from 4 to 10 p.m. There will be live music, your favorite Fiesta foods, and it's free to get in. You can check out the entertainment lineup on KSAT.com.
And if you can't make it out today, tune into our live coverage beginning at 8 p.m. You can watch it here on KSAT or any of our digital platforms. Steve Spriester and Ursula Perry will be hosting the event, and Sarah Acosta and Adam Caskew, they'll also be out there as well.
Of course, this is all weather permitting, so our weather team will be monitoring things closely and let us know if any plans need to be changed.
A design studio based out of New Orleans is putting the finishing touches on the barges for this year's Texas Cavaliers River Parade.
Indeed. Tiffany Huertas joins us live with a sneak peek of the barges decorated with this year's theme, Fantastic Voyages. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Mark and Melissa. Happy Fiesta. What an exciting day. Just take a look behind me. We're giving you a sneak peek. Over 50 decorated floats this year. Each of them will feature different community groups. And this morning we have this year's River Parade Marshal Greg C. and Patrick Kern with the company putting the finishing touches. Good morning. Happy Fiesta to both of you. Greg, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit more about the theme and these barges.
Well, good morning, Tiffany. The theme this year is Fantastic Voyages. So we will have over 50 floats decorated in that theme. We have everything from Voyage to the Magic Carpet. We have our Grand Marshal, Charlie Duke, who walked on the moon in April of 1972, is on Voyage to the Moon. We even have things such as our local float right here, our close float right here, which is the Rex organization Voyage to Mardi Gras. So we've got Trey Steves, our operations officer, operating one of our new fun props that Kern Studios brought us this year. So they're going to be a lot of fun and a crowd favorite. So we're excited about it.
He's having a lot of fun there. And Patrick, tell us a little bit about the process that goes behind all of this.
Absolutely. Good morning. So basically we've got a team of various carpenters, artists, and paint people that are basically been working around the clock for the past week and, just putting the finishing touches on all the floats. We have electricians here adding. We have a lot of new elements in terms of lighting, some fun new stuff, confetti cannons, smoke cannons that'll really elevate the parade this year. So we're looking forward to it.
What should people expect?
I think just every year you're trying to elevate the parade, and I think this year we brought in some new elements that'll really, bring a new pizzazz to the parade. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited.
There's still tickets and people can still come.
We have about 1,500 tickets left. It's getting pretty short. So if you'd like to come, it looks like the weather's going to be beautiful. You can go to our website, which is texascavaliers.org, or call 210-22-RIVER. So we're hoping for a sellout.
And again, this all goes back to charity.
Absolutely. We'll be giving away well over $2.5 million to over 60 children's charities in San Antonio and South Texas this year. So
very special event. And before we go, we want to tell you, Viva Fiesta!
Wow, Viva Fiesta, Tiffany.
Fiesta.
You look great out there, Tiffany. Thank you so much.
And that's why they call it a party with a purpose. Okay, right now, 9:10, 73 degrees still ahead on GMSA at 9.
If you're planning out your Fiesta activities, don't forget to think about parking. With all the construction downtown, things may be a little different this year. One of our producers spoke with a VIA spokesperson to tell us about the benefits of using their park and ride service and where you can go if you're trying to get to Travis Park. We'll be back.
Every year I brave the storm.
A night parade, and we go to the marketplace, and we go to San Fernando, and any place where there's a party.
What are you going to do for parking? It's probably have somebody drop me off.
Yes.
Parking is just ridiculous downtown right now. It's just crazy downtown, so basically anywhere.
A lot of construction everywhere, and it's just everybody for Fiesta is here.
Before you start thinking about what you're going to eat, drink, and celebrate, the question you got to ask yourself is, where am I going to park? Where do I go? Can I turn here? Can I go straight here? There's only one lane open, or can I turn? Whoa, we are on Alamo. There's a bunch of traffic cones, so I have a feeling this is where it's gonna get pretty tricky. I'm Priscilla Kerriman, a producer with KSAT 12, and I'm gonna help you weigh your options. Fiesta is Thursday, April 20th, and it's normally right here at Hemisphere Park, but as you can see, there's a ton of construction going on. And that's exactly why they moved it here to Travis Park, because parking around here won't be as big of an issue. There are at least 7 parking lots and garages within walking distance. Just be prepared to pay a premium. Back here on South Alamo, it's a different story for Nyosa. So your best bet? is via park and ride. All right, Lorraine, so if you could just start by telling me what is the biggest benefit for people taking the via park and ride?
The biggest benefits are that it is very fast and it is very inexpensive. You won't have to worry about finding parking downtown and paying crazy money. You can use that money instead to enjoy the delicious food and other treats that are available during Fiesta. One of the most enjoyable things about using the Via Fiesta Park and Ride is the vibe on the trip to get there. I've taken the Fiesta Park and Ride service, especially to Nayosa. It almost takes me back to when I used to go on a field trip in elementary school. Everybody is so excited on the bus. We don't have to worry about driving or parking. We can just enjoy the experience of getting there. You're going directly from the park and ride location to your Fiesta drop-off point. There are no stops in between, so you get there quicker. I've definitely used it personally to get down there specifically for Nayosa, and it was so carefree, easy, inexpensive, and I definitely recommend it to everyone out there.
All right, before we take a deep dive into the Fiesta forecast, a quick look outside with live cam. And Justin Horn joins us here at the desk. Quick update, though. We've been talking now all week about the SpaceX launch, and it was scrubbed earlier this week, and they had a launch today, but things did not go as planned.
Went awry. It was ready to go this morning. SpaceX, a giant new rocket, took off this morning, but it failed minutes after rising from the launch pad. A stuck valve is to blame for the failure. Elon Musk's company was aiming to send the nearly 400-foot Starship rocket on a round-the-world trip from the southern tip of Texas. There were no people or satellites on board. That's good. SpaceX plans to use the Starship to send people and cargo to the moon and ultimately Mars. Throngs of spectators watched from several miles away on Boca Chica Beach, from Boca Chica Beach, which is the launch site,
and
which is off
there's
limits.
Video of our problem. They were saying something about first stage booster did not properly separate. Yes, so I assume there was a self-destruct. I haven't seen that video yet. There was, of course, a lot of talk in the newsroom about this morning because it just happened just a short time ago.
And you think how many millions of dollars is involved there?
Oh, yeah.
A lot, but they're going to keep trying. So.
Okay.
Yep. Now we got to get into the forecast with the potential for some showers and storms today. As we look at the live radar right now, there's not much out there. We've got a couple showers out in our eastern counties out near Cuero. This is very light stuff and very small. We're talking some quick moving showers here. You're not going to get much rain out of this, but some of these may work up towards Gonzales. We are not seeing any rain here in San Antonio at the moment, but it likely does get a little more active this afternoon. Let's go outside for you. 74. Dew point is at 70 with south-southeasterly winds at about 9. Extremely humid out there, and you can just kind of see it on live cam. As we look at the satellite picture, you see all the cloud cover. There's not much in the way of breaks, but there are a few here and there. And notice we're starting to see some clearing, a bit of a clearing line up here around Junction and Fredericksburg. So if we do get some clearing, that sort of adds to the instability this afternoon if we do get some sun. And that's one concern we'll be looking at. But folks up here around Fredericksburg, Junction, if you do start to heat up, we have that moisture in place. That's one of the first areas we could start to see some showers and storms gather. 75 Gonzales, 73 Austin, 76 Kennedy, 77 in Pleasanton. And around Bexar County right now, we're in the mid-70s, 74 officially at the airport. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast as you plan out your day. Go ahead and grab the umbrella if you're going out the door right now. Just have it with you. 30% chance at 1 o'clock. We bring it up to a 40% chance at 2 p.m., and that really stays with us into the overnight hours. Again, we top out near 84 today, and rain chances continue into tonight. And there is even a small chance coming up tomorrow morning. So here's the setup. There's our front right there. Right now it's across parts of north central Texas. Not much rain with it yet. But the Storm Prediction Center is showing that there's a wide area where we could see some severe weather today. So this darker pink color is where our risk is 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. It's low end, but it is there, and a little higher than maybe what we were looking at yesterday. Scattered strong to severe storms possible this afternoon. It becomes a little more isolated as you go south and west of town. So let me walk you through the forecast here. This is noontime. And notice this model wants to start blowing up showers and storms, some storms here around Cuero as early as midday. Then as we get into, say, 2, 3 o'clock, a little more widespread across our eastern counties. Not seeing much here around San Antonio. That's not to say we couldn't. It's just a matter of where this stuff pops up. And then later in the afternoon, I think our odds probably, again, rise a little bit. Showers and storms scattered around the area. Any one of these storms could briefly go strong to severe. Main threat here would be hail, and we've all dealt with that here before. But if a storm does pop up, you'll get an alert on your phone, and we'll certainly let you know along with the KSAT weather app. 40% chance here at 10 o'clock still. And I think as we get into tonight, we could see a broken line of storms. This particular model doesn't show it great, but I think we could see a broken line come through maybe around midnight that could also have some storms, stronger storms associated with it. And even into tomorrow morning, I don't think we're going to see severe weather, but we could see a few showers work through before our front finally pushes through our area and we get some clearing. And that happens Friday afternoon. Drier, cooler. Friday evening will be really, really nice. But then by Saturday, the start to Saturday looks good, but by Saturday afternoon, we'll start to see more moisture pouring in. And then by Saturday afternoon, here we go. More storms in the forecast, 20% chance in this case. And this development could bring some strong to severe storms with it as well. And then by Sunday, it becomes more widespread. 60% chance of rain on your Sunday. It'll be cooler and cloudy. So we've got a couple windows here that we have to watch. And I should mention on Saturday, too, there's a risk, as I said, for a couple of strong storms isolated for much of the area. So here it is laid out in the 7-day forecast. 86 tomorrow, 20% chance of a morning shower, but we'll be watching what happens this afternoon and tonight. And then as we get into Saturday, 82, we bring in rain chances late Saturday, good rain chances Sunday, and more isolated stuff next week. It's looking, though, like we may clear out for some of the parades late next week, guys.
Okay, thank you, Justin. 923, 74 degrees.
When we come back, David Sears will be with us with our morning headlines, including this wild police chase in Florida. You don't want to miss this story. We'll be back in just 3 minutes.
80 morning headlines, a rash of shootings taking place over the last couple of weeks involving young people in the wrong place.
And a car chase in Florida where the suspect ends up all wet. David Sears is here to break it all down. Good morning, David.
Just when you thought this car chase was over, no, there's more to it. So we'll have it for you just a second. First, let's start with this. Been a rash of wrong place at the wrong time incidents that have resulted in gunfire, death, and injuries. And they all involve young people. How about the cheerleader who was shot east of Austin in Elgin? 4 cheerleaders heading home after practice. They carpooled from an H-E-B parking lot there. When they got there, one girl got out of the car and accidentally opened the door of a car she thought was hers. It wasn't. She went back to the car with the other girls. A guy got out of that car she went to, approached the cheerleader's car. The cheerleader tried to apologize. The guy showed a gun. The cheerleaders took off. He fired some shots. Peyton Washington was hit in the back and the leg. She is in intensive care, had her spleen removed. Another cheerleader was grazed by a bullet in the leg. The shooter, 25 years old, arrested. Let's go to New York. 20-year-old was with a group of friends, drove up the wrong driveway looking for another friend's house. The homeowner says he was threatened because of revving engines. The homeowner pleaded not guilty. The grieving family.
My daughter was an honor student. She had hopes and dreams of becoming a marine biologist or a veterinarian, and this man took that away from us.
Yeah, that poor girl was shot to death. Of course, one of the latest incidents when 16-year-old Ralph Yarl went to the wrong house to pick up his brothers. He rang the doorbell. The homeowner says he saw him through the door, felt threatened, and then shot Yarl twice, once in the head. He's recovering at home. The homeowner arrested and then pleaded not guilty. All right, car chase of the week. We are in Florida. That is a stolen Lexus right there. And check out the speedometer up here that they show you. He reached over 120 miles an hour. Okay, look at this guy going off ramp. He stops in front of a car. The passenger in the stolen car gets out with his gun, tries to steal another car, but the driver had the door locked, so he gets back in. They proceed on down the road, and then they're going to stop again. This time the driver gets out with his gun. He's trying to get in this car. It's a Tesla that he's trying to get it to. Why? This is his buddy that got out in the other car. And so he just leaves, he just backs up. Oh my goodness. That dude fell down. They finally get him stopped. The guy got out, fell down on his belly like he was going to let him arrest him, and then there he goes. He takes off. Boom, he's running across the highway, and next time we see him, there he is.
Oh my goodness.
He's in a canal swimming. Oh, but he's not done yet. He went into that house, apparently looking for some dry clothes, couldn't find any, comes out, and he's just in his shorts, and that's the end of that. So just, I don't get these people. Oh, my
goodness.
So he chases, he steals a car, tries to steal another car. His buddy's left behind because he didn't, and then he just ends up in a canal and half naked, and I don't know.
Crazy. And you notice that the chopper shot now, it plots the lines for the streets and the street names and everything like that now?
I guess they have a lot of those in Florida, so they figure they might as well let everybody know what street they're on exactly.
They do have them quite a few times in Florida and California. David, thank you very much. 929, 74 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Your 2023 Fiesta Royalty, powered by your local San Antonio area Chevy dealers.
I'm Clyde Johnson IV, King Antonio 100, 2023.
Meet this year's King Antonio, the 100th, Clyde Johnson IV. Johnson takes over the iconic role as the Texas Cavaliers monarch in this year's Fiesta festivities, and he says it's an honor.
Personally, it's a great part to be a part of history. It's a community-wide San Antonio festival, and just to be involved in that is honoring. I'm going to do everything that I can to help our community, to make it better, and to represent the people of San Antonio.
As King Antonio, Clyde will have the honor of presenting more than $2 million to area children's charities. Since its founding in 1989, the Texas Cavaliers Charitable Foundation has distributed more than $13 million to Bexar County children.
And we give away to about 80 charities a year. This year we'll give away about $2.5 million, and we're thrilled to do that.
King Antonio will preside over many days of celebration in San Antonio, and Johnson says he's looking forward to every minute of it.
It's an honor to be in all the parades. It's an honor to attend festivals. It's an honor to go to all the schools, celebrate the children. I love this community. I love San Antonio. I love everything about Fiesta and the culture and everything that it brings, and I'm honored to be the 100th King.
Wow, just colorful and full of vibrancy and life. Taking a live look across the city right now. It is cloudy, it is gray, but will it rain tonight? Justin is here in the studio with us to give us the update.
No pressure at all, Justin. I mean, only like 1 million people maybe watching or listening or eventually get the word about what you're thinking right now. So take a deep breath. You got this.
Got it. Okay. Well, look, what I can tell you is there will be some scattered showers and storms around. My hope is that we can, still have our celebrations and we can kind of work around the rain if there is any. It is going to be hit or miss, and it's just the chance we take this time of year. By the way, if you're curious about any other Fiesta events, we've put together a Fiesta forecast for you on KSAT.com. You can look and see where what your event looks like as far as the forecast is concerned. Let's first start with the radar. Once again, there's just really not much there. We've got a couple of very light showers moving into Gonzales County, and that is it at the moment. I don't think we're going to see a lot of it in the next couple of hours, but once we get towards noontime, then things will start to kind of ramp up a little bit, I think, and you'll start to see more on the radar. And the radar will be our friend today, by the way. It's something that we'll be monitoring very closely all day long. 74 at the airport right now, 74 at Kelly, 73 at Randolph. You've got a southeasterly breeze, which is ushering even more moisture in than we had yesterday. So very humid out there. 78 at 11 o'clock, 79 noontime. We start to bring those rain chances up. 30% chance at 1 p.m. Then we bump it up to a 40% chance 2 p.m. through dinner time. This is that time frame where we could start to see a couple strong storms popping up, and that continues right on into this evening. 7, 8 o'clock, 40% chance of showers and storms. And here's why. We've got a frontal boundary that's starting to push into Texas. Along that frontal boundary, there's a few showers this morning, but nothing much yet. Once we get some instability, and that comes in the form of sun and heat, once we get some heating, we've got the moisture in place and we start to get some of the instability. Storm Prediction Center has much of East Texas, Dallas to San Antonio to Houston, underneath a risk for severe weather today. On a scale of 1 to 5, it's a 2, so it's low end, but it is there. And as we look across our area, we're kind of on the edge here in San Antonio, but I think our risk is a little bit higher than, say, those in Pearsall or Pryor, where the risk of severe weather drops off a little bit. As we head into the afternoon, this is what we're going to be watching, these showers and storms popping up. And this is a different model, by the way, than what we were looking at last half hour. I like this one, the way it looks, just a little bit better. 40% chance of some of these showers and maybe a few storms popping up 2, 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock, same story. It does show some activity here around San Antonio. And I think you'll see quite a bit of activity to our north as well. And that starts to kind of cluster up around 7 p.m. So we'll be watching the hill country, but even here around San Antonio, possibility. And then that cluster of storms may try to shift south as we get into tonight. So even into the overnight hours, you may hear some alerts on your phone. This is 10 p.m., 40% chance of rain. Midnight, same story. I think it takes until tomorrow morning to see this kind of clear out. And once it does clear out, we'll get some drier air in here on Friday, and we'll feel pretty nice by Friday evening. What are the main threats with these storms today? I say it's probably hail, and it's in the moderate category. That's with the bigger storms. That's not to say everyone's going to see hail today. We're not. But with some of the bigger storms that pop up, that would be the main threat. We could see some stronger wind gusts as well. Let's take you forward in time now into the weekend. We've got drier air coming in here Friday evening, as we said. And then by Saturday, it starts off really nice, but by Saturday afternoon, moisture is surging back up into our area. And then by Saturday evening, this is 7 o'clock, we may start to see a few more storms developing. At this point, we could also see some severe weather. It's just a 20% chance, but Saturday evening, if you have plans, we want to watch that closely too. Then as we get into Sunday, this may actually be our best opportunity at rainfall. While we could see a few strong storms here as well, I think this is going to be more in the form of maybe some heavier pockets of rain, which would be great. 60% chance of rain coming up on Sunday. So those are kind of the two windows that we're watching. This afternoon and tonight, and again Saturday night into Sunday morning. So here it is in the 7-day forecast. 84 today, 86 tomorrow. There could be a few showers before noon tomorrow, but it generally clears out by the afternoon. 82 Saturday, and then watch for some storms late in the day. 60% chance Sunday. As far as next week is concerned, I know we have some more Fiesta events coming up. Lower rain chances, but they are there. And as I was saying last half hour, I think by Thursday we may see things clear out. Front comes through. We potentially can have some cooler air by the end of next week, which would be good for Battle of Flowers and Flambeau. Yep.
Fantastic. All right, so have those notifications on for your Weather Authority app, especially tonight.
Good advice.
Thanks, Justin. 9:39, 74 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
When we come back, David and RJ are going to be speaking with the punter for the San Antonio Brahms. You want to help me out here, Mark? Brahmas, there we go, as they get ready for their final regular season game tomorrow at the Alamo Dome.
The San Antonio Brahmas making a late playoff push as they close out the regular season this weekend here in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome.
All right, yeah, cannot believe that the inaugural season is close to being done. Hopefully not, David. And joining us now to talk all things Brahmas is their punter and former NFL player Brad Wing. David, I know you got a lot of questions for Brad.
Got a lot of questions. Brad, earlier this week we talked to Coach Hines Ward, and he said that he had just come out of the meeting and the game plan was set. So got any insight as to the game plan for Saturday afternoon for us?
I mean, yeah, I can give you guys a little bit.
Okay.
As long as you promise not to tell Coach you got the info from me. But what we're trying to do this weekend is just score more than DC.
Boom. That's a game plan if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems
That's
simple
beautiful.
there, yeah.
Thank you. My other question is, what's the preparation been like this week, knowing that you guys have to win on Saturday and then you need a little help on Sunday?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to last week. You know, we knew going into the last two games that we had to win two games, and then we need some help for some other teams. So this week's no different to last week. We know that we have to give it everything we got. In order for us to get a chance at the postseason, we have to win no matter what else happens. So the guys are ready, man. We've been through a lot of adversity this year. We're a very close group, and we're just excited for this weekend to see all the fans out there and play for some serious stuff on the line.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, Brad, seeing you guys play. I wanted to ask you, though, XFL, of course, you guys are all hubbed there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I know you guys have been actually taking some flights back and forth with some teams that you may have played. What's that experience been like for you to be able to travel with some of the teams that you had just played, maybe beat, maybe lost to, and just kind of the uniqueness of that?
Yes, it's interesting traveling to and from wherever you're playing on the same plane with the team you're playing against. So it's even a bit more interesting after the game, whether you're on the winning or losing side. So there's a lot of new things in the XFL, but it's been a fantastic experience for me so far. And like I said, I'm just grateful to have this opportunity in front of me, and then we're excited as a team for the opportunities in front of us this weekend.
So how do they separate y'all on the plane? Put some of you on the back, some of you in the front, winners, losers. How do they divide that up?
So the home team gets the front of the plane, and then a couple of security guards, I think, separating the teams, and then away team in the back. So we've always been in the back since our home field is in San Antonio, and we don't have to fly there.
All right, that is good stuff. Now, Brad,
stinks, so it's got to be the back of the plane.
that does. Yeah, interesting experience there. Brad, we know you guys have been doing a lot within the community, reaching out. What's that been like for you guys to get to know some people here in San Antonio?
It's awesome, man. We really enjoy that. Like you guys said, we're not there during the weeks, so we really, really appreciate the time that we get when we go down there. We've been out to the naval base out there. We've been to a couple of local restaurants, been down on the Riverwalk, handing out tickets, just really getting to meet the community and meet the fans down there. It's awesome. I think tomorrow we're going to eat with some veterans. So we really look forward to the time we get to share with the community down there.
Yeah, y'all going to be at Burning tomorrow, I think. Well, so let me ask you this question. You know there's going to be a lot of retrospection. There's going to be a lot of looking back on how we can improve this league. Do you think there might be some talk about maybe you guys spend a little bit more time down here, maybe come down once or twice during the season and practice and be in the community even more? Is that something you think might be discussed just so you can get to know the fans even more?
Yeah, I think they are discussing that. I mean, as players, I know we definitely want to be in the city that we're representing for sure. Like I said, we love being in San Antonio any chance we can get. Again, we know it's a startup league. We know it's early days. So hopefully down the road, and I would guess that that's what they're planning too, is to have all the guys in the city that they're playing for, just to build that community up.
All right, Brad, you're an LSU alum. Not sure how many people knew that. So we know that New Orleans throws a good party out there, but we got a big one going on here. What have you heard about Fiesta here in San Antonio? You guys are obviously going to be playing here this weekend as Fiesta starts here across the city.
I've heard it's a legitimate contender with New Orleans Mardi Gras.
Ooh.
Again, I won't be able to partake because we have business on Saturday, but I'll be peeking out the window to see if it can compare.
A legitimate contender. I like that because a lot of times it's been compared to Mardi Gras. Does Mardi Gras have like 3 parades and then a big fiesta party before it gets all started? Do they have that?
They got everything, Mardi Gras. They got it all. I'll tell you that much.
It might be kind of hard to compare because this is a little different than Mardi Gras, but it's still fun. We would love for you guys to be down here, but we know you got a lot of work to do. And as much as we would like for you to be here, we don't really want you here because we want you all prepared.
We want you guys to take care of business. And we actually do have your all's Fiesta medal.
Did you get one of these medals?
Did you get one of these medals? Yeah. These first ever Brahma Fiesta medals, Brad.
I'm told you can only get one by attending our game.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, you guys got them on sale in the concourse on Saturday afternoon. So if you want one of those medals, you got to go to the game and get one. And by the way, these medals are probably like beads from Mardi Gras. I mean, everybody wants the beads, and everybody down here wants these medals. That's how big these things are.
Yeah. Well, come get yours at the game on Saturday.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. All right, it's been a lot of fun talking with you. Best of luck this weekend as you guys look to make a playoff push. And again, hopefully you guys get to play the XFL championship game if things go their way here at the Alamo Dome. Be a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for the insight into that game plan, too.
No problem.
Appreciate that. Just score more.
That's it.
Thank you, man.
He was a fun interview. The key difference, of course, when people toss medals versus necklaces, got to be a little lighter on the throw with the.
You can be.
Maybe
you might knock somebody out with
somebody in the head with those things.
Underhead.
Some of these medals are huge.
A little lob, maybe.
This one's really nice.
RJ David, thank you guys.
Great, these guys got into it though.
Yes, sir.
Right off the bat.
Horns forward.
All right.
If you are planning on going out to the Alamo Dome for the game Saturday, there are some parking changes to be made aware of.
Yeah, this is a big deal, folks. Lot C will be closed because of Fiesta Carnival, so Lot B will be open at 10:30 a.m. Parking will be $10 on a first-come, first-served basis. No guaranteed parking, no tailgating. There will also be handicap parking in Lot A beginning at 7 a.m. for $25.
Via is also offering a park and ride option. You can find more information on our website at KSAT.com.
That's probably one of your best options. Right now, 9:49, 74 degrees.
We'll be right back.
One of the biggest draws to Fiesta is the fashion.
The bright, colorful, and over-the-top outfits, which I absolutely love. And for most people, it can take days, weeks, even months of preparation and planning.
Stephanie Jimenez shows us how one local high school is inspiring Fiesta goers to get creative with their outfits.
Students at Stevens High School spent the last 6 months working on their second annual Fiesta fashion show.
I connect with Fiesta a lot with the colors and the culture and everything. So when we were planning everything, I sort of wanted to make that known so they got that feeling of, oh, this is Fiesta, like this is what it's all about.
Abby, Mia.
After helping in last year's production, senior Ana Roman took charge.
Great, let's go.
And brought her vision to life.
So we were going for anything vibrant, anything colorful, anything shiny, anything that would catch our attention.
Colorful and couture.
We were trying to go for very couture, very high fashion, rather than just casual looks. So for example, Delai's her all black outfit, we were all like, oh, well, that kind of gives you like a Llorona vibe. I was like, it's really nice. It like really portrays like the culture and everything like that. So that's how we incorporated other colors like black and like silver.
And they got creative in other ways too.
What's been so great about this fashion show is that everything is sustainable. Everything was found in a Goodwill store.
And it's not just clothes they were working with.
I remember one moment they pulled out a rug. It looked like a bathroom rug, and it was very, very gently used, if used at all. And I wondered, what are they gonna do with this?
The flowers on the last train, that was a carpet. Thought it was really pretty, like the ruffles, the design, everything. And we were like, well, you know, crazy idea, but what if we made it a train?
I would never have thought of something like that. And so I think that they've inspired me to even think outside the box when it comes to creating my own fashion.
Through their partnership, Goodwill and these Stevens students can take their hard work and hands-on experience out into the community.
We've actually hired on 2 of the students at our Goodwill store, and they really love it.
Continuing the Fiesta spirit all year long.
Fiesta is a party with a purpose, and Goodwill, whenever you shop there, your money goes directly back to our community.
That was Stephanie Jimenez reporting. Justin and the rest of our weather team will be keeping a very close eye on tonight's forecast because today Fiesta kicks off out of Travis Park near downtown, 4 to 10 p.m. That free event will have live music and, of course, those famous Fiesta foods.
You can also tune into our live coverage beginning at 8 p.m. Steve Spriester and Ursula Perry will be hosting the event. You can watch it here on KSAT or on any of our digital platforms.
And we'll be sending out updates throughout the day on the KSAT weather app. Here's a look at the forecast as we see it right now. 40% chance of showers and storms. It starts around 2 p.m. continues into this evening and even into tonight. And it's within that window that we could see a few strong to severe storms. Not everyone's going to get rain and not everyone's going to see severe weather, but just be weather aware today. We'll also see another chance of storms coming up on Sunday.
All right, Alyssa, it's been a joy having you here the last couple of days.
It's been a joy being here, Mark.
I know you're off the next 3 days. Go out and enjoy your very first Fiesta San Antonio.
Thank you, and you all too. Enjoy Fiesta. Bye-bye.